Hey guys, and welcome back to Do It on a Dime with Catherine. I am so excited for today's video. I'm here with my friend, Dr. Shakila Angadi. And recently I've shared a lot of cleaning and organizing and motivating videos, and I feel like the common thread in all of your comments is this feeling of overwhelm. And how do I get out of my own head to be able to get going with the things that matter to me and creating a home that I love? And I've also opened up this year about some of my struggles with anxiety and PTSD and finding balance in my own life and in my own home. And I thought, what better way than to give you guys a free life coach session with free resources. All of them are going to be linked down below with Dr. Angadi's tips. She is a certified emotional intelligence coach and a dentist, not to mention my friend, and her son is friends with Carson. They're so cute. But I know you guys are going to find these things so valuable because I really want you to leave with something actionable.
I'm a dentist, but I'm also an emotional intelligence coach. And for me, my journey started with being the very person that you may be feeling right now. Anxious, overwhelmed, tired. Having my son and buying a practice within 6 months of each other were causing the overwhelm that I was feeling. That was when my journey started. I not only got coached myself and been through a long journey of self-development, but I was able to go back and get certified myself so I can help the dental community and other communities think and live happier.
So in today's video, we want to give you 4 tips for getting started. And tip 1 is the happiness lift. I love this one.
Having a list of items and experiences that make you happy is the key to knowing how to reset, because life's going to happen. We can't stop that, but we can have a set list of things and experiences that lift us up. Once you know what makes you happy, circle 3 things on that printable, because those 3 things we want to be doing every week. The other thing that's really going to help are non-negotiables. What are the things that are most important to you? Go through this list. It will definitely help you.
For me, my prayer time, spending time with my boys. This is such a busy time of year. And you think about, like, you know these things, but when you see it on paper, doesn't it kind of change the way that you live it out?
It changes everything. And now we can make decisions that gravitate towards that.
Tip 2 is to forgive and live.
The reason why this is so important is with the holidays coming up, we might have encounters with relationships that we might be holding on to a little bit. We might be angry at a friend, a relative, someone that we might be running into and dreading. What exactly do we want to forgive them for? And the most important part, how did we grow from it? By not just talking about what we want to let go of, but actually taking it as a tool to think about what we got from it, we now shift the way we see that person.
And this exercise, when I actually sat down to do it, I legitimately cried.
Absolutely.
I took things from the little things that I needed to forgive to big, giant things. In some ways, you're almost grateful for some of those things that have been so hard that you had to let go of.
If you are one of those recovering perfectionist, here.
Same.
Here. So when you're a recovering perfectionist, sometimes the biggest critique we have is with ourselves. And doing this particular exercise, what we want to forgive ourselves for and how we grew from whatever mistake we made or whatever decision we made, for a lot of us, that's uncomfortable. We think, oh, well, maybe we don't deserve that win. Maybe it's not really that big of a deal. Let's focus on the stuff I haven't done versus the stuff that I did do.
Exactly. And how important to acknowledge the wins, especially in your home, because I think you see all of these things on YouTube and you think to yourself, I am not living up. You celebrate the wins in the spots that make sense, because there's other stuff that is falling apart behind the scenes.
Yes.
And that is normal.
But isn't that what makes us human?
Yes.
Like, we need to celebrate being human. Be easy on ourselves, get over ourselves, and celebrate being human.
Yes.
Things are going to be messy.
Yep.
Things are going to be unpredictable. It's amazing how your perception of life changes.
And even if the worst happens.
Yeah.
Even when the worst happens, you can still build success out of that.
Absolutely.
You can still find where that has shaped you and molded you and changed you.
Which is a good thing. Change is a good thing.
It is. Next is baskets of anxiety, another one that's been so helpful in my life.
So the way that we can kind of divide what we're worried about, or baskets of anxiety, is to think about, are they happening in the past? Did they already happen? Is it happening right now? Or is it at a time that hasn't happened yet? What can you control and what can you not control?
I love that. Yeah. And I love the idea of being kinder to yourself.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you, but some of the thoughts that run through my own head, I would never talk to a friend the way that I talk to myself.
Absolutely. And I can't tell you how many times I've asked clients this, where I said, if this was someone else, if this was your best friend, would you say the same thing you're saying to yourself? And it's cliche, but it's a check-in that we can all use.
This activity, trust me, like even if you just wake up in the morning and take all of your anxieties and worries that you have, you'll find very few of them, I've found, are present worries that we can take action on, and it just eliminates those distractions. I love it. And tip 4, which is Shakila's favorite, habit training.
Yes. How are we eliminating a factor that's standing in our way and knowing what's standing in our way? I personally have to use a light up alarm clock on the other side of my room that has the jungle playing first thing in the morning for me to get up and get my 30 minutes of meditation in, because that for me was a hard habit to start. Eating healthier, late night snacking, where are your snacks? Up above in the closet, follow her videos on how to make them look very great. But if they're up above and not at your eye level, and what's in front of your eye level are the things that you're supposed to eat, you're now reducing the friction and increasing your odds of going straight to that positive habit. It's actually been shown that if we start habits earlier, so we start habits in November and December, you're more likely to keep them going on through the year than in January, where the motivation is high, but there's no recipe on how to do it. So by figuring all of this out now, you're actually setting yourself up for a better new year.
I love that. We really hope that this video was inspiring, and remember, this is not meant to diagnose or to treat any medical conditions. So if you're struggling with anxiety or depression, or you're looking for a therapist who can help near you, I'll be sure to put those resources down below. And Shakila, where can people find you?
So the easiest way to find me is on social media, Instagram and Facebook at The Inspired Dentist. You can also check out my website, www.theinspireddentist.com.
She is awesome, and I am so thankful that you came on today. You inspire me. It's always cool to see other women doing amazing things and support them in that journey.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so I can catch you in the next video, and I'll see you guys there. Bye. I rocked a blog update. What did you rock?
Choopy.
What did you rock?
I rock Tookie Choopy.
What did you rock?
I fried a really good turkey.
What? I love how half of those had to do with food.